Hello everybody, my name is La Vida Virtual, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright Attorney. Oh, yes. We had a pretty big court case last time and found that there was some more investigation that needed to happen. So, I don't know how long I will play. I'm exhausted after a lovely day outside playing music and singing for quite a few hours, making money. So I think I need something a little chill right now. I don't know if my brain can handle something action-packed at the moment, Dark Soulsy. So, but what I can do is talk, because you guys know me. And we can hopefully get a little bit more into this final case, though we won't almost certainly not finish it today unless I go for a marathon or something. We'll see, you know. Or Street Fighter or Guilty Car. Yeah, like I said, Liam, I don't know if I can handle the mental processing of Street Fighter or Guilty Gear right now after being outside for so long singing. I'm a bit fried, you know, like a sausage on a grill, you know, like a, I don't know, a jellyfish without the ocean, like, you know, I don't know, Liam. Fried the brain, you know, like a college freshman. You know, you know what I mean? Okay, anyway, let's play. Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Our only weapon is a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth. Hola, partner.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper.
Oh my god, this music is so good.
That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least.
Officer Marshall! Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway, and why am I shaving with a knife right in the middle of a courtroom? Who knows, but I've got quite the chiseled jawline. The ladies love me. I got quite the water cooler, if you know what I mean. Oh. All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? Huh? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seemed too, I reckon.
Hey, Spyro! What up? I'm gonna try to force myself to play some Phoenix Wright today, because I'm enjoying the game, but also I'm super tired. I'm like about to fall asleep. You guys will wake me up, right? If I fall asleep on stream, will you guys wake me up? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell.
I have a bad feeling about this. I'm not scared. I'm just tired, dude. Really tired. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! February 23rd, 12:30 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9.
Court, huh? We better save.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Hedgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. I love you. You love me. We're a happy judge and family. I got a big bushy beard and a kiss on me to you. And you say you love me too.
You got a problem with that? Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Save me. What the hell is that song? Call my name and save me from the dark. What is that song?
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Are you on methamphetamine, Mr. Redford?
Look at his face.
Are you on crack cocaine? Do we need to test you for some drugs?
What is that song? Evanescence, I think? I don't know the name of the song, but...
What's more, your eyes are so unfocused, you doubled over. Your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Hedgeworth.
Well then, I believe this is where we continue on with this trial. During no recess, I have requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
Seems the prosecutor's bite beside himself.
Excuse me, knock knock.
Huh? Who's there?
Whoa! Whoa! What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? He's got a tie like Jesus. That's how Vito looks after taking drugs. Yeah, I don't take drugs. Well, illegal ones, anyway. Not that there's anything wrong if that's your thing, but...
Shoot!
Wow. The hell is this guy?
Hey. Sorry I'm late, Edgy. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, huh, Edgy? How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've just been so busy.
Busy, schmizzy, Edgy, my boy. Have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Edgy? Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right, very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
See you righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
The thing.
So sorry about a little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
The little worthy?
Mr. Wright? You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking officer in this entire district.
Oh, lordy.
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, what do we do all this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
What to think it is just stuffed into that exhaust pipe?
Pretty sure there's a lot of things wrong with taking illegal drugs. Well, you know what? That I will leave up, Spyro. I will leave up to your Spyro opinion. You know, I don't think it's quite as cut and dry as drugs bad, sober good. Well, you know what I mean. I think it's a little more complicated than that. Anyway, I will leave it to you to decide your own judgment on this. I'm not a much for drugs to be self, even legal ones like booze. I don't drink that much, but I obviously am not here to judge anybody's. I'm not like a religious person or anything like that. I'm not here to judge anybody's consumption.
Our little worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Hapsworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do your job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edward. But that's not fair. On the day of the crime, if I had... You head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What?
Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
That's not very fair. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's not his fault.
Yeah. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yeah?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all I have to do is push the switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. And pointing is very important, because I point, and they go, ooh, woo! Come on, just hurry up and open it! Okay. This is not me, by the way. Investigations are quite fun. You have to have some fun in the sun. There's a small tag on the knife. It seems to say SL9-2. Oh, I know what that's. That's on the piece of evidence that we collected. What does that mean? Well, I heard something similar. DL6 incident. Fame. But it's strange. Huh? What is it? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. Yes, I have too. I know where it is. I'm awake now. I'm alive now. I know what I believe inside. Now it's my time. I do what I want because this is my life. That's probably a song, huh? I don't know if I recognize those lyrics, though, Spyro. Sounds familiar. Is it more Evanescence? Ooh, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood?
Switchblade knife added to the cold record. Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached.
So it's evidence, maybe? It's evidence for something. That's a Skillet song. Yeah, I don't think I've heard it before. You can post it in my Discord if you want. I don't know if you're on my Discord. Yeah.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing, not a problem. A little, not even a little one, really.
Hadouken! I mean, objection! Hey, Francis.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked here in any case, so I can't talk much about it.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. I have a connection.
There was a murder at the police department, a detective?
That's hush-hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
That's literally the course we're talking about. You said 5:15.
Wait a second, you said 5:15.
That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the proce. Oh, there's another murder? What the freak? Are you serious? This is crazy. This is crazy. Another murder.
Order! Order! Order!
Anyway, we're at the police department. We're all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright,
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Department in disorder.
Okay, let's save. Obviamente tenemos que guardar la información porque no queremos perder puntos. This case was a plot twist after another. Yeah, it's interesting though. I like it. I really like the last case too, though. But okay, let's save. Let's save. Save. I don't think we're gonna have any issues in the beginning. I already know what piece of evidence we're gonna need. But still, you know, save just in case.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here.
Sure you can. Excuse me, special?
Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, righto, but I can't say that right now. Oh, not that-o. I'm learning Spanish. Yeah, baby. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something a muffler.
Yeah, it annoys me too.
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman.
Oh yes, I have evidence. I have evidence.
It's right here, baby.
Right here, baby. Wait a second.
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. Hadouken!
This knife. This has to do something to do with Detective Goodman.
What you mean?
Hey, Mr. Krabs, how are you?
Ah, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Mudgy? This is great. Like back in our college days, you know? We'd take him out to the bar, and then we'd get shit-pissed drunk, and then we'd bring home some prostitutes, and then I would say that we probably should get tested for syphilis, and then he'd go, what do you mean? It's just like the best times of all time. I mean, we were just so 2 highfalutin bachelors at the time. I mean, it was great fun, yes. Great fun. What were you saying?
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL-92.
And this is important why? Also, please don't divulge my sexual escapade from college. It's very embarrassing. HIPAA rights, you know.
Over here, we also have a memo that's on the body of the victim. You found the coolest character in the game? Oh, really?
Oh, what's this? 6 minus 7s, 12-22.
He lies, huh, Krabs? I don't think he's lying yet. He's just not telling us what's up. We have to learn. Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside?
The printed name on the memo makes it look like this is the right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Ah! Oh shit! Aha!
You might have to look it up yourself. That's alright, Spyro. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
That's so nice. This is the same thing written on the knife tab. Order, well, Chief.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, baby. You win, righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in a case, baby, yeah. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation.
There's more. Something happened to the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy, baby, yeah. Sharp and hungry. So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed, baby? Well, didn't you ask?
Hold on. My brother just texted me. Said something about Genshin. Blue Badger, the police mascot. Blue Badger? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's fancy.
Well, I want you informed. Well, why didn't you ask, baby? Yeah. Twiddle with my hair, baby. Oh. No matter, I understand you were busy with the Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess.
On the same day, the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department.
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Touchy Boy? Yeah, baby.
I'm at a loss for what?
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto, my boy.
I suppose I can help you by giving me the date on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only, baby.
Oh my god, what? I better save. What? When the victim died. So when did this murder at the police department occur?
Now that's a sharp question, righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, isn't it, baby? Yeah.
5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Funny, isn't it?
Careful. Well, I did save. Francis.
A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time, baby. What are the chances?
Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Grant, please tell us more about the incident.
It's not officially linked here in this case, so I can't talk much about it.
How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police, baby. I can't just say anything I please, righto, my boy. You understand now, don't you?
Try to understand, righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. I mean, I just did. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. I just did. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And the knife! What was it doing there? I mean, literally, the knife was inside of the car. How can you say that there's no connection? I'd better check this knife out.
This knife was evidence of the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
All right, well, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Let me save at a different spot. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. A murder weapon as it happens. It was. Evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth car? Hard to think there isn't a connection there. What the hell? What the hell am I... Careful! What am I supposed to do here? I mean, there's so many things. You can't send message to me. No, you don't. You can't send message in Discord? Okay, well, that's alright. No worries. There's so many things that are connection. This is a connection. This is a connection. The knife, like, everything is a damn connection. How could he not say this? One more thing, Mr. Krabs. How could it possibly... What is he talking about? I don't even understand. Am I supposed to find a connection? I already did.
Bisexual.
Careful, Francis. I'm honestly do not have any idea what to do here. You checked in the victim's shoe? I checked under, yeah. Something happened at the police department too, huh? Yeah, I already did this. Okay. Alright, so I have to figure it out. I have no idea. Ah, there's blood here too! Yeah, I've already done this. Somebody needs to help give me a tip. Maybe. I don't know. I can't even possibly know. I mean, I already know connections between this. I feel like this time could be relevant. I have no idea. Hold on, let me try it. I feel like there's something relevant with the time of day. But what could it be? I don't know. Could be the phone. 5:15, and she was the one who put the muffler. She's the one who said muffler. But I don't know if that's going to prove anything. But she did say muffler, and that ties the muffler to the case, and the muffler inside of the this is kind of funny. The muffler inside of the muffler in the car had the knife in it, so it possibly could do something here. This could be it. I'm not 100% sure about this. I don't think this has anything to do with it. Could also be the parking lot attendant, because it was found in Edgy's car. It could just straight up be the knife itself. Keep asking about the police department. I mean, I think I already did that. But okay. I'm pretty sure I already did that, Francis. But I can try it again. Pretty sure I already did this. Oh, I guess I can pick another. Well, how was the victim killed?
How was he killed? Now that's an interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife.
A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same, baby.
Well, what do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death, baby. Yeah.
Seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's try again. All 3 questions? Yeah, okay. That's kind of confusing because he says he's only going to answer one of the things for you. But, okay. That is kind of confusing. Okay. Alright. I will indeed. And then I think I'll save again. After this. Okay. Where was the victim found? Just completed the arcade in Nagoriyuki to get some training with him in Guilty Gear. Cool. I haven't played the arcade mode yet. Do you like Nago? I think he's underrated. I think he's a hard character to use, but I think he's very underrated. I've played some super good Nagos. I think he's hard to learn, but once you learn him, I think he's very good. Underrated. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention it in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the evidence room.
That's long D style, definitely. Ito. There's a connection between the 2 cases. What? You seem unhappy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the 2 cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gan to testify about the details. What? I still don't understand. Let's save. Objection! The knife broke across the victim's chest. I thought the killer was in a rush. Man, you are a genius, Bear. Hadouken! You think that's what I need to give him? The knife? I guess. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. It's not the knife. Not the knife. What else? A shoe? That was very fun, but I got infuriated a couple of times. His recoveries are slow. Yep. And he can't forward dash. Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess this? No, it's not it. I don't think so. What is it? Hello! Hey, Martin! What the hell is it? The connection is the evidence. Autopsy report? No. Maybe? Nope, it's not the unbroken knife. Nope. Yeah, I have no idea what they want from me. I mean, it's obviously... It's unfortunate here because it's very obvious. Hold it! It's already obvious that these cases are connected, so I don't know how they could possibly make... Yeah, Nago can forward dash, yes, and it's really good, but it uses blood meter, unfortunately. What is it doing there in the muffler? Better check this knife out. I already did! Hold on, let me press on the knife. Was evidence from a case was stolen from the evidence room. Keep holding him. You mean pressing him? Hold it! Francis? So this knife was stolen? Yeah, but on the day of the murder. Yeah, I already did this. Hello, Martin! Okay, the last part. Okay, I will. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of this right now. I think this is a little bit of unnecessary. I think this is a little unnecessary, honestly. It's so obvious already the case is connected. They literally found the knife inside of the muffler. Inside of the place where supposedly this guy was murdered. Like, how could that possibly not be? I'm sorry, I think that's kind of stupid. But, okay. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? What do you mean? It's super obvious, you nincompoops. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number, the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that detective murder at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
You stupid! No kidding! Stupid! You two make a good pair, baby. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right there. What? You're dumb. Chief, I request that you release your information to the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Wiggle waggle, pull my hair. I got a lightning hair. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? This is so stupid. Alright, let's save. This is so dumb. Why do I get so many genital herpes ads on your channel? I hate to say it, but I think it has to do with your search history, Liam. I don't think it has anything to do with mine. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Ah, well, in case information is sticky stuff, you have to do everything properly, baby.
Oh well, I guess I might just try to get what I can out of him.
The victim's division.
Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in?
Oh, you want to know that, do you? Aha! Criminal Affairs Division 1. The detectives responsible for homicide cases.
Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe, eh?
Gumshoe, baby!
Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too! It's almost like a serial killer is after homicide detectives. Except the serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one in the prosecutor's office. And one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was the knife doing there? I better check this knife out. We've already checked the frickin' knife out. Alright, let's go back and learn more information. Press. No, we already did this. I'm sorry, I don't really enjoy this particular section. I don't think it's fun, it's just confusing. There's no, like, looking at evidence or something like that. This is just, when do I press? Press every time. Press every time. Still a lot of unanswered questions. I don't really enjoy this. I already know all this. I don't really, I'm not super into it. I'll cooperate. What is it? Kinda poopy. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's the case is really cool. I just don't like the... You know. Victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We'll keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't be getting your hopes up, baby. The number is
8675309. No, 5842189. Isn't that the same ID that I found here? Yeah. Yeah. But that's Goodman's ID. How is Goodman killed twice? There isn't 2 killings? He was killed... There aren't 2 cops that were killed? He was killed in the evidence room and then dragged down? It's the same case. Are you serious? It's literally the same case? This guy was killed up there and then his body was dragged down to the car? Is that what you're telling me? There isn't 2 police officers dead? What the frick is going on in this case, man? Jesus.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember those drives us nuts.
82? I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right. 8675309.
Well, Wright, does this tell you anything?
Yes, the ID number of the victim of the police department. 8 tells you something. Actually, it does, Your Honor, it does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID numbers of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something.
Think outside the box.
Take that!
Witness.
Yes? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Oh, I remember the old days. Oh, I remember prom night so good. I had Sally as my date. Her name was Sally Pinochle. She might have had a penis. But that was alright. We still had a good time. Anyway.
No, it's just, I got confused. And this is the news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personal IDs are top secret! Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. 5842189. I have the same number as the victim in both cases, which means there was only one victim, meaning you're trying to cover up for your employees. You're a bad boss, and I want to punch you in the face.
Huh? And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we had from the chief, that started with 82? I forgot.
You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 842-189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Righto. Right, what does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho, sharp as attack, Righto, sharp as attack.
Wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In evidence room at the exact same time. Well, that's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time and in completely different location.
Order, Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Oh, didn't you hear me?
Huh?
The oversight, this grave error, Mr. Edgeworth? They're yours. Whoa, what? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have you heard that name before? Oh God, he was the one who brought him the news while we were in the middle of meeting with him. He did screw up. Edgy boy did screw up. Mamma mia! Wait, aha! He did screw up. He's actually right. Edgeworth did actually screw up.
Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of Chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
You don't mean him? According to Mr. Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room, baby, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Ugh. Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error of gross negligence on duty of your part, Worthy.
He's right. It is.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
Maybe he's the murderer.
No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy, baby. Yes, yes, Queen. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidential law?
Well, Mr. Wright. Huh? Or, well, is it,
Rule 2, unregistered evidence prevented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in a court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Oh.
The connection was just proven by Righto here. Good job, Righto, my boy.
Just doing my job.
No.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair this past December. Ugh. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth,
please, just give me one more day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. It was the last thing I did. You'd better get results this time, really, my boy. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Would that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your host's sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.
Oh, that was fun. Kind of a weird day in court, though. Weird. Weird. Okay, let's save and continue. Are we gonna have to be, are we gonna have to find some more evidence, or are they gonna just throw us back into court? I imagine we'll be out of court now, but who knows? Okay, we've been talking for an hour, so I'm gonna sip some water, and then we're gonna continue. There we go. Did you guys have a good day, by the way, today? I haven't asked you. I hope you have. I have as well. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death at 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and in the police department's evidence room. What? And the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the policeman are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. I mean, if I had to guess, the crazy part is, if I had to guess what's going on here, the police department had that meeting, right? Someone at that meeting murdered the guy, dumped him in Edgy's car. Then the inspector somehow got, not the inspector, the chief prosecutor, the woman we're defending. You had some fun playing Genshin. Oh, good. Oh, there's tons of content. I probably will be a month before I finish all of this Inazuma content. And that's only half of it, Francis. Another half of Inazuma is coming out. There's so many quests and things to do. It's crazy. Places to explore. You watching TV, Ito? Nice, man. Sounds good. Anyway, so I'm thinking here, I'm thinking maybe the guy who's testifying is the murderer, and I think his accomplice. That would be my guess. This guy who's testifying, the lead prosecutor guy, the chief of police, I think is probably the murderer. Here, if I had to guess right now, of course it could be somebody we don't know yet, but stuffed him in Edgy's car. Edgy comes back to work. Somehow the woman we're defending finds the murderer. And she can't tell us why. But she's taking the blame right now, even though it's not her. So I actually have not seen the Olympics yet, no. I watched a little bit of the opening ceremony, Mr. Krabs. So I'm trying to figure out why she can't tell. Is she being blackmailed? What's the deal? Right? I don't know. I'm intrigued. Anyway. Did I save? I think I did. Day 2 investigation, right? Yeah, okay. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? Right? Wrong, baby. Why do you think the chief could be the murderer? I don't know. It's just a hunch. I don't have a motive yet. Except that maybe he doesn't like the fact that Edgeworth is, I don't know. I don't have a motive yet. Maybe he didn't like the fact that Edgeworth won the award and got jealous. But Edgeworth didn't even really like the award because he was on trial for murder 2 months ago. So I don't really know. I don't have a motive yet, but that's just my thought. That's just my thought. It might not be him, but I have a guess that it is. I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. God, you're such a nut. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? That's definitely where it was murdered. That's definitely where the guy was murdered. 100%. How could it not be? I mean, just think about this. Use your brain, girl. The car came directly from the police headquarters to here. Not in reverse. 100% that's where that guy was murdered. Or at least he was stabbed. And what the hell does that evidence have to do with it? Because that wasn't the knife that killed him. At least I don't think it was. I don't really know. We'll find out, but... Yeah, it was only our victim who killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. I mean, that's true. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. You sure about that? No, of course not, but... I mean, just logically, it's the logical reasoning. That doesn't mean it's true, of course, Francis, but... My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she said they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! It's just... We're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. You're not a professional. You're a nut. Big words for a high school student. That's exactly what I said. Well, whether there's blood on the floor or not, the water in the oil drum washed it away. Heh. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. What's this grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is forensic luminol testing fluid. This actually does exist, by the way. Yes, in crime scene investigation, you can use luminol to test if there was blood, if there are traces of blood you can't see with the naked eye. This is actually true. You spray it and then you use an ultraviolet light. So, this is actually good. Except that why are we the ones doing the goddamn investigating and not the police? Stupid game. Oh well, who cares? Oh man, I was in love with the Angel the first time I saw her. That dark side. Angel's pretty funny, yeah. But I don't like her. She's a jerk, and she has something against prosecutors. She could also be the murderer for sure. I mean, there's definitely a possibility that Angel is the murderer. I just don't think it is. I think it's somebody more important. Luminol! Blood's is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, they're still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? What do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. You had an extra pair of those things. To test for blood reaction, to spray the luminol on it, you need an ultraviolet light, not glasses. That wouldn't work with glasses. Like this, see? Press the X button to spray on. Okay, let's find some blood stains. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain. It's so, Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. It's not there. Scientifically, investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this? Scientifically, the location. Why, the bloodstain's location, of course. It's elementary, my dear Watson. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. There's something odd about this bloodstain. But it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. Hey, Alexia! I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, they'd have to have been much more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright! I'm gonna mark the floor plans when we find them bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky. One of my spiders killed like 5 crickets. Nice, dude. Must be hungry. That's cool. Spiders are cool. I like them a lot. I don't want them on me, but I think in nature, I just think they're really impressive. That's all. You know? Can't be sure the police reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. That's absolutely not allowed either, by the way. That's totally illegal. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Be Spooderman. That would be amazing to be Spider-Man, but I'm afraid of heights. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be good. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli bar. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, huh? Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of doesn't really get in my mouth watering. What? Look, a door. That must mean something. I'm not sure it means anything. We already saw this. Can we use the luminol? The ladder joke. Every time delivering different food. Oh, she's hilarious, dude. We probably don't need to examine this. Can I use the luminol? Yeah, I can. Spam the Illuminati. Alright, there's no blood here. There's blood on the phone! There's blood on the freaking phone, dude! I guess that would make sense. Somebody called 911. The blood must be one from Lena. No! My sister isn't the murderer! But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey! Just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lena's hand has blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Weird part is no blood on the car. There's no blood in the car at all. The living food. How you doing, Alexia? Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. You didn't even look at it. Must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. Yeah, I've already done this. Emma Sky. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky, don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of world do you think we live in? That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Do you take this? Ah, the SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case in the murder weapon. It was due to a transfer the very day Goodman was killed. Oh. I'm good, how about you? Okay, I'm starting to think there might be a, hey Alexia. I'm starting to think that I might find a motive here. Whoever did the SL9 case probably also killed Detective Goodman, because Detective Goodman was about to figure out who was the SL9 murderer. I think we're figuring it out now. I think I found a murderer. Whoever, I mean, that's a motive. We don't have any idea who it is, but I'm starting to get a motive here. Starting to get a motive. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Today's trial. I'm doing great. I just played a concert today, Alexia. So, yeah, I'm a little tired, but I had a nice time, made some money. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starbuck. No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Yeah. How is this possible? Victim was in two places at the same time. He obviously wasn't. Unless there's like a twin or something. But no, I think there's only one victim. Not two victims. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events one was different, I still saw what I saw. Chief prosecutor started stabbing men in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah! Oh, maybe she did do it. How did it go? Did you have fun? It was a little quieter. I thought there'd be more people because it's a holiday today. But it was a little bit of quiet, but there's still a nice people, and they were generous. And I had a nice time singing, and my mom and her friends came to watch, which is nice, because sometimes my mom is so sick she can't. Maybe she did actually kill him. Maybe she did kill because he was the murderer of the SL9 incident. I kind of doubt it. I don't know. Ooh, Timber ate his mouse. Oh, Timber! Timber had some yum yum mousy food, huh? Good boy, Timber. Now he probably doesn't have to eat for a couple of weeks. How's Mama Vida? She's good. She's as good as you can be. Ah!
I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman.
Huh?
I know this photograph is something important to tell us, but why?
I don't know. I don't really know. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard the criminal when they face me. They coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know? It may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Cough-Up Queen. I make him divulge the evidence. I'm the Cough-Up Queen. They gon' marry me.
But then you got fired for some reason. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go or fired?
I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one that day.
Yeah, this is a little too confusing for me, Francis. I don't know.
That's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean. Oh, we've gotta present some evidence here.
The SL9 incident's written on the knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day Goodman was killed.
We're gonna do a fighting game today? I don't think so, Liam. I doubt it. But I don't know, maybe late tonight. Maybe, I don't know. Alright. Is there anything I need to give her, Francis? I don't think so. Maybe there is. No. We might be done here. Just not sure. That time. Oh, so she had some SL9 incident stuff going on. Okay. I don't really know what I can present to her. I think I'm gonna have to move. There we go.
That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable to who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Bigger than my boyfriend's case, if you know what I mean. It was big and handled it. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was,
They never did find the decisive evidence, not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence.
Well, what? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial.
Thanks, Alexia. Yeah, good. Get a nap in, Liam. I will, let you know later. Peace.
Every detective involved with the case dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
Oh, interesting. Did Marshall kill him? Marshall!
As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side of that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. I got lunches, baby. I'll be here all day, all week. I'll be here every day until I solve my case.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There's only one reason I came to sell lunches in this accursed office. I knew it!
I called it.
I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway?
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, Rookie,
What?
it seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yeah.
Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this trade.
Steak lunch. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr, Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Is it a ghost?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it just made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation and sharing bodily fluids. You know, nothing personal. Little nookie on the side, but we're all still love. We're still friends. You know, F-buddies, you know. We're putting this past the rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall, huh? Okay. Coolio. Let's go find Marshall. I don't think there's anything here. Hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they arrested a suspect for the police department murder? Let's come back later. Oh, they found a suspect, did they?
February 23rd, police station.
Wow, everything looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder in the detective downtown police department. Yes, but the same detective was killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ah, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Hey, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. Police officer always staying still. I like the police officer. I doubt anyone wants mysterious dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. I like examining this guy. He always has something new. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure.
He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Okay. Babes Monthly. Okay. All right, give me a second. Take a sip if you don't mind. Gonna take a little sip of water. Oh, don't push off my mic stand or anything like that. Woo! I'm getting tired. But I want to finish this day of investigation at least. Check the mascot. You want me to check him? You do? I mean, I checked the mascot is the murderer. Maybe. Maybe he does look a little bandaged up and he's got a baton. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. The blue badger is still writhing around today. I'm the blue badger. I will kick the shiz out of you. Look at my baton. It'll stick right up your bum. 'Cause I do police brutality all the time. Hey, will you come be a cop with me? Will you smash a lot of TVs? We are friendly and we will beat the crap out of you. Yay! It's time for Blue Badgers! Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy ever since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? He is the murderer. He's the victim. I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Watching Phoenix Wright by the greatest YouTuber, newest voice actor, Vita, best decision of the day. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, Alexia. You guys are fun. I know this is not kind of the game I usually play, but you know what? It's good to switch it up every once in a while. My brain is kind of fried after singing for like 3 hours today. I can't really do anything stressful. But I might do some Dark Souls if I take a nap later. Best part of the game.
You idiot, what were you thinking? Where's your head?
Sir, it's right here, sir. Huh? I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. I'm done. Look pretty busy in there. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, the police drama in action. All right, let's go to the evidence room if we can. February 23rd, evidence room, entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place?
According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room.
The scene of the crime?
I'm sure it seems that way.
Oh! What's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. You clipped my badger song? Okay. Do you know, I was asking people on Discord this. I'm kind of confused. Like, it's a really cool feature. I love the clip feature. Is there any way to make a playlist out of the clips? Or somehow download the clips? Or like, or do you just share them? I wish you could organize them a little bit. I mean, I know you could use software and just download them and edit them and then, you know, do some stuff with them. I feel like we could have a lot of funny clips montage, you know? It'd be so easy if I could make a playlist out of them and stuff like that. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a good feature, but you can do a 205 damage combo with Soul, which means I'm not that good because Soul. It's a lot of damage. 205 EE is a lot of damage. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Also, my sister's green. Dabble dee dabble die. Okay. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket. Leather pants. A leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know! A poochie! That's a poncho, Emma. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. A poochie! What are you drinking on the job, dude? Looks like there's a video feed from evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. Bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Yeah, freaking do it. Check the recording. All my exes live in Texas.
I am the blue badger guy. Police brutality too. Da-dee-doo-da-day.
The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, we gotta find the homeboy. Where is he? Where's the homeboy? I should probably... Look, on the floor, a lasso! Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here and the lasso missed. Yo, hey, darling. Speaking of, hey, my love. I roped me up a wild Sally all the way from Scotland. She ain't, quite as hairy as them Highland cows. She's quite a wild creature. All right. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry, my darling. I haven't slept. I haven't slept. Okay? I mean, I have, but I'm just tired as hell and sun-dried, like a sun-dried tomato. You sure have an active imagination. Where's my dude? I gotta give him the Salisbury steak, because that'll bribe the guard to let me in the evidence room. Oh. This swinging door makes the place look like some sort of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yow myself. I'm a creature, am I, matey? Nah, you're just a... I can't think of the alliteration or the comparison I'm looking. You're a wild creature. No, not creature. You're a bucking bronco from out west. She can't be tamed. The only thing you can do is accept that she's part of the landscape, a rustic beauty. You might have a ride once in a while, but pretty soon she'll buck you right off and make for the wild blue. Okay. Am I just digging a hole here? Am I making this worse for myself? I both hate you and love you, you know that? Yep, love you too. Don't hate you at all. Oh boy, what am I supposed to inspect here? Inspect. Inspector Gadget. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Inspector Vida. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Frick! I don't know. Can I go into the... Please! Huh? Wasn't that?
I want steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Eh?
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we need evidence.
The criminal, you mean?
You heard about the stabbing from the police department evidence rule, right, pal?
You're the guide for this one, I take it, Francis. Sussy Inspector.
On the same day, the detective was killed in prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed in the police department.
I'm the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact, baby.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy, curvy like my bum.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto, see? Standing around here between talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Okay.
Wait, don't leave!
You want to know more? Head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later!
What the hell? He ran off the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start.
I helped him against the chief trial.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Not like I was begging, Francis, please, I don't know what to do. You know.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did.
Let's not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
What was that?
Sir, that's not what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. No, not him. Oh, this kid. Not this guy. This is so sad. Not him. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edric anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. The request of a chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. Is your guard here at the detention center? No, sir. No, sir. I'm a little lost, patrolman. I'm a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't, is he?
You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. Poor Officer Meekins. What? Now this is unexpected turn of events.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is with the blowhorn?
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir.
Ow, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yeah! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, I saw everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand.
Just like Mrs. Sky.
Yeah, there's no way in hell this guy killed him. No way in absolute hell this guy's the murderer. He's been framed.
It's the chief prosecutor. It's the chief of police. He's the one who done it. I believe it. You want to get all green curry on him, huh? I would love some green curry right now, Molly, and then some Zelda. Like, really badly, I would like some green curry and Zelda. Like, how's next Thursday sound? Yeah? Sound good? Okay, cool. Thank you. Love you too. Yay. Yet another similarity between this case and the prosecutor's office. First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with sad puppy-eyed dog eyes, sir. Oh my god. Or if you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, sir, I suppose, sir. I suppose you could say that, yeah. Did you know that the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily in the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. God damn this horn, I swear to God, I'm gonna smack the shiz out of you, kid. Why are you blasting that at me? About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? You see, sir, Don't you think you should just confess? Sir. Well, nothing I can do. Nothing you can do? Sir, to tell you the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence rooms, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was blood gushing from my hands, sir. Hey, Martin, welcome back. How have you been, Mr. Nuclear? It's a me, Nuclear. Yahoo! I've come to support the stream. Thank you, Nuclear. Yahoo! Oh, the shock, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Officer Meekins. Hey, I'm scared of knives, sir. That's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overacting the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. You're currently on a 12-hour night shift. Jesus, you're a beast, dude. 12 hours? Holy hell, Nuclear. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Okay. Are we done here? Do I need to present you any evidence? I don't think so. I think we'll go back to the... I love the music, man. It's so good. We should go to Maybe we should go to Edgy's. Long time no see. Jesus, I know. And I thought Molly had long shifts. I mean, Lord. I need to sip some water. Have you played through these cases many times, Molly? Like, did you get the DS version and play this case? Or have you played this version? Yeah, you have, haven't you? Yeah, man, this is like a 20 19th Stream, we got Alexia, Nuclear, Molly, Francis. Okay. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing an important investigation. I hope that's what he's doing. Huh? I guess we'll have to come back later.
Huh.
Drove downtown in the rain. 9:30 on a Tuesday night. Just to check out the late night record shops. Can I use some spray? No. Spray! I heard you can't do this kind of thing in the new cases. Is this like a special case that you can interact with the environments in said ways? Pretty good. Okay, maybe we need to present something to Mr. Meeseeks back there. You know? You said talk to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could that one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Criminal DePaire's apartment? Okay. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all these rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair this past December. Ugh. There was that business with them not reading that officer's report and all about killing the police department, right? Yeah. The chief of police is right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. I agree, they're setting him up. Criminal Affairs Department. Okay. Well, I don't see anything. So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger. The future star of the police force. That design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the dancing Blue Badger, trademarked, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter. She burst into tears. And don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares. Yeah, I don't see anything here. I feel like maybe we have to get some information out of our would-be victim. Maybe I do need to present something to the victim. You be playing Isaac Any tonight? Yes, that's the plan. Yeah, after this day of investigation, I'm going to have some dinner and then I'm going to play some Isaac. Yes. That is the plan, Mr. Martin. Or if you were in France, it would be Martin. If you're a boy, Martin. Girl in France could be called Martine, by the way. A little trivia for you. I bet Francis knew that already, though. Okay, let's go back to the detention center. I feel like we gotta talk to this guy something. There's really nothing to examine, but... What am I gonna... Can I give you the Blue Badger? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? No, that's not it. Go back to Edgeworth? Hey! That's it! That's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was blank until the very moment. Well, sir, I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all. Detective Goodman? Yeah. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this a little deeper. Nice. Can you tell me what this is you remember? Oh, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. Lost lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked for the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That is right, sir. I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and laughed at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others as they undo unto you. My father's own words, sir. Well, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. Then I woke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, is that why they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's all I want to say. I did say something along those lines. Huh? Well, you still ended up here. They told me I had to be him, sir. On the day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Oh. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, I'm real sorry, sir. I hand over my bad. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better check out the crime scene. Yikers. Poor kid. Honestly, it's so sad. Yikers. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief's detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant.
Oh, and you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure this is totally perfect. We checked
all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you're right where, dear.
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Aha, righto, my boy. How you been, swimmer?
Oh, ho, Chief Grant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
That's a good question.
Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, well, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yeah, well, they had no end of trouble, with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident at Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit on the defendant's seat, does it now, baby, yeah?
Groovy baby, yeah?
And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right-ho?
Von Karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught forging evidence.
Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry command decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
Well, what?
It's downright odd, I tell you, the detective getting killed on their own turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know one thing I hate most of hiding stuff? Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Ah, you saw that? Whoopsies! I wonder what it was he wanted chief detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Use the luminol on him. The luminol. Okay, I don't see anything that was really gonna help us here. Okay. Oh, I should have gone to the guard station. No? The hell? The absolute hell. Use the luminol on him. See if he's the killer. Yo, I will. I'm gonna do it just because you said that, dude. I'm gonna use the luminol. Oh, you can't spray him. Could spray the badger. Could spray the badger. This thing does look like he's a murderer. Check the desk and the person on the desk. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here.
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it.
It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report. Added to the court record. Should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Nice. ID. Oh! It's the, I bet he lost the knife. That's the sleep. That's the sleep.
Ciotto mate! Ciotto mateo! Ciotto!
Okay. You got anything to say about this? No. Okay. Alright, let's go to the crime. Let's go to the guard station. What? I guess we could examine his desk. Keep talking to the chief. More? Jesus Christ. Thank you, Francis. More talking to the chief? Well, actually, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Oh, well, I never thought the day would come when Wright would ask me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. You're gonna say no. No, all right. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate at all.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50. No problem. So go ahead, I'll investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Oh, really?
Just goes to show you never know until you ask. I did not expect that.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it, baby. Yeah.
Yes, sir, it's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
How funny. Hey, looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir.
Oh, I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Did I get the ID? No.
The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID station from the card from the chief. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off. See? What's the security guard thinking?
Howdy, partner. Well. What's made my bambina sky so great?
I love this music. The music in this game is so good.
Officer Marshall, why does that have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may surmise, this is my salute.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest, that's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Are you drinking on the job, buddy? Yeehaw?
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, you little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombre.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
I gotta sip some water real quick.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on a wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading a six-shooter, I say a little prayer.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Oh yeah, we have to give him some food.
Oh.
Well, we have to give him some food.
That reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr?
Well, what's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak loin? I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything.
Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center sold us.
Ah, poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly.
Oh. He told us something. He said that when his stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my file for the job, you know.
So, what you were doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway at the back of my steed Zippy.
You know you could cosplay him. I don't think so. I think that might be somewhat offensive, to be honest. I could. I have long enough hair. Molly cosplays Angel? Oh god, giggity giggity. I would not mind that. She can give me her lunchbox any day. Inappropriate comment. Welcome to my life. I'll even ask for seconds. Sorry. Apologies. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need
for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up beeping job of keeping the eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take the machines too much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know.
The Star sold us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler down the scene of the crime. That's all gone now like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating this 09 incident with Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record book, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
Oh, there are some things you better not know, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transferal.
Edgeworth was talking about transferals too.
Interesting. I know what maybe 2 machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steak. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, these tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing.
One more thing?
When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus, the card reader by the door leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
There's a lot of IDs that have been in here. At 89, our boy, the victim, went in at 5:14. I'm assuming that's Meesix who's after that. But who came in at 4:50, 4:40, and 4:20? 77777? There's something fishy in there. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether it's related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yeah. 77777, yeah. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault in the county sheriff department. That's what we call transferal. Do it every February.
I see now.
Transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed, forever dead. Never to be reopened again. Like my wife's mouth. Don't let her open it. Misogynist, baby.
Never to be reinvestigated. And if that happened to SL9 2 days ago?
I see. I see.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, one of those was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Yep, I told you. 514. I'm assuming Me6 is... It's a perfect match. It was used at 514 right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I emptied the evidence room and asked for the man to display his ID card, so he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me, sir. But we don't know if it was actually Goodman. It was somebody had his card, at least. I'm guessing it's not actually Goodman, but he definitely had his card. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID record.
Nice. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Damn, this is a long case. Holy shnikes. Need some water. Fun, though. Sector 3.
Evidence room.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. And the evidences continue to multiply. Yeah, there's a lot of evidences now, yeah. You're right, Francis. Big amounts of evidence. Kind of like a graveyard. Graveyard's supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. No, nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Whoa! Phoenix? I don't have the spiky hair for it. Sorry. I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So it's true. What I hate?
Right, so please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, if I can borrow $50, I give them $50, so no problemo. So go ahead and investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true.
So chief of police can't? Will loan anyone $50, even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today?
Boss for a day. Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for the day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans added to the court record. Okay. Holy hell, there's a lot of shiz going on here, man. This is a super complicated case, dude. Okay. Let me present this to you. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record for people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
No, it wasn't. We don't have proof of that. We just have proof it was his card.
Well, what is it? That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list.
Belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what?
ID card updated on the record.
Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
Oh, Edgy. 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 What you doing, Edgy? What you doing?
If I see a piece of evidence, I know nothing now. I say nothing. Okay. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from the case turn up now?
I mean, why would Edgeworth's case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case.
Wow.
This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you could say. But art is always misunderstood, pal.
Art? He was dancing around proudly on
the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the blue badge away for a while.
Really? Why?
Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I toiled all night and day for that.
I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it.
Hey, that's it! That's the king of prosecutors, the award Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Congratulations. I've already read this. So I was having a good day, and now I'm not. Your stomach is hurting now. I should call for another therapy session. I agree. I think it's a good idea, Jarrett. If you got insurance or whatever, your mom or dad or whatever, yeah, go for it, man. It's not gonna hurt. I hope you feel better, Jarrett. You can, if you want to talk about it, you can. Oops. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need to present to him.
These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax, man.
That's only because you always lose your ID card.
I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Alright. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
And they're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open? The tribe insures me and my therapist at the tribe. Excellent. Well, I think you should book a therapy session. If you like the person who the therapist is, man, go for it. It's never a bad idea to talk to somebody.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you'd call fate. Mr. Edgeworth can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, the case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every lock has fixed and only one detective can open it. Using the ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can get lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the voice already. That sounds like a law. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker you can open is your own. Funny, they look normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick with the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock? If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Oh, really? There's even some people on the court or on the force who don't know about the fingerprints. Is that right? I wonder whose fingerprints we can find. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? Serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And they started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with a transfoil the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Pay lots of attention in this part. Okay. Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife. The victim took that knife out of the evidence locker himself? I don't know. It must have been, maybe. Well, he did stab. But it wasn't that knife that killed him. Somebody was trying to get rid of evidence. That's what I think. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, man. Examinar. There's something sticking out here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence from some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe would put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security's high-tech around here. Some sort of bulky equipment gathering dust here. What a scary-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led us to the solving of the case on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy after solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a machine by the cover. You gotta look at their heart. Okay.
Okay.
That's the door we just came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here.
Cut the power while we're inside, huh? Interesting.
Court record.
Okay, boys. I'd like to. I think I'm gonna have to call it for today. I'm so tired. I'm gonna have to finish investigating another day. I'm exhausted and I'm really hungry. And it's about dinner time for me. So, I think I'll take a little break and we'll play more Phoenix Wright tomorrow, I think. Thanks so much, Francis and Jarrett and Krabs. Francis, MVP, Martin, Molly, my darling, Alexia, thank you. Ito, Bear, Martin, Spyro. I think that's everybody. If I missed somebody, I apologize. But I'm really tired. I think I'll finish this investigation day and the next day in court tomorrow, perhaps. So I think I'll get some food and then play some Binding of Isaac in the night. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care of yourselves, okay? Yeah, late night Isaac, I think, tonight. See you, buddies. Take care, okay? Y'all the best. I had a lot of fun today, but I'm tired. Blue Badger is the key. Okay. See you tomorrow or later tonight. Bye-bye. Blue Badger, the attorney.